Hey everybody, Kenny here. So in today's video we're going to be going over a pretty weird game. If you've heard of the game Shadows Heretic Kingdoms, this is the game that was kind of spawned from. And the actual name of the game is Kult, but Heretic Kingdoms is, I guess, is the I don't know, setting, I suppose. So the reason I want to show this game today is that this is... Now, to call it jank would actually be doing a disservice to proper jank. You know, games like the titles from Spiders or Risen or the Gothic games or even Elix. That's proper jank. Outward, also great jank. This here, this is honestly, you wouldn't be wrong to call it trash. I know that's a it's a lot of negatives to be putting on a game that I'm going through the effort of showing, but it is. It's just, this is a trash game, but it's a very interesting trash game. So, my favorite type of progression in role-playing games has to do with your progression being tied to the things you do. So I love the Dungeon Siege games. So the first two Dungeon Siege games. The first one in particular, the second one I like, but it felt a lot slower to get your build together in that game. Dungeon Siege 3 is a completely different type of game with a different progression system. It's a very good game, and I very much recommend it, but it's a completely different type of action RPG than the first two. And also, the Grandia series, was very good about, like, the things you do reflected how each character progressed. So Kult is in that vein in a different way, in a very interesting way. So you can see, while we have the option to upgrade, melee, range, magic, speed, and we can upgrade these ranks using these free points, which use 100 each time. So at max, you can get something up to C if you want to just pump one thing. But that isn't the interesting thing of progression in this game. The thing about progression here are the attunements. So we can see that our options here for attunements, we could get Way of the Warrior, which doubles our critical hit chance. And see, it says attunement type is no element melee, which means that if we have this attunement equipped, then it is only active if we aren't using elements in any way while we're using our melee attack. Which is an important thing to note because of how other attunements work. Then we have one for Deadeye, which the attunement type is ranged. So we have to be using a ranged weapon if we want to get this critical chance damage increase. Dream Form. This one we'll see when we go into the game, but interesting. This here, we increase the chance of getting good treasure, which, to be honest, I've played with this on, and I've never noticed a difference compared to when I don't have it on. But Each your own. And the weak point is if we're using a fast melee. And it just makes it that it reduces enemy armor protection. So at the beginning of the game, you can pick your attunement, which actually I'm not. So I didn't even notice that this was already selected. I'm not sure why it was already selected, but actually, you know what? I wonder if it was because I did. No, it wasn't that. Yeah, so I'm not sure why it was that one of them was selected from me. Usually, like you can pick from two, and for some reason, I must have accidentally clicked this or just the jank of it caused that to happen. So I will just pump these a bit. For there, for here. And we'll pick weak point and serendipity. No, we won't do serendipity because I want to show the way that system works. So we'll do outclass. Yeah, we'll do both of those. All right, so let's start. I'm not going to go through any of this dialogue here. Not worth your time. So, we look at our character here. We have this dagger on. You can see the attunement type is that Dream World one. And currently it is at 0. No progression. But then we also have a couple other things. We have this halberd here, which gives you a attunement type of no element and melee. Or this broadsword that we could use for outclass, sorry. But we're just going to keep this dagger on for the time being and head inside. We got this guy right here. How about you? And he's dead. We just pick up his stuff. Thanks for your things, bro. This up. Grab up some stingatangs. Barrel here. Oh. Barrel. I know some of the barrels have stuff in them. Yeah. That. It's iron ring. This iron ring has a no armor attunement. I'm not wearing armor, so that's a good one to have. Here, this barrel. Get some more shekels. And now we get a hammer. So, I'm going to equip a hammer and this shield. Here. This chest over here. That's right. Can't do it yet. Here. Maybe something's going on. Have this weird arcane thing here. Oh, but what's going on? There's a bloody mess over there and all over the place. But nothing's happening. Whatever shall we do? I guess we gotta head back. Because we can't click on anything. That's all we can do. head all the way back to the beginning. This dude are here. Yes. Now we can enter the dream world. Click through real quick. So, ended up with the one I usually take anyway. But I'm going to switch back to this hammer here. Use it for that. Back in. Dream world, go. Go this. Give me your essence. There it is. Yeah, buddy. About to run out of our essence here. Alright. There. There we go. And we're back. So, by doing that, take a look at our progress here. We've made 40% on this hammer and this shield. Made 20% on this ring here. Not going to use that attunement focus. Yeah, so we're all charged up again. The other looters here. Yeah. Grab that. Here. No. No. Alright. Side we go. To heal up a little bit. Go. Yeah. Next. Go. All right. Got your essences. A hex mark. One more essence right there. All right. Back. Look at what we got. So we have learned the Serendipity Attunement. By utilizing this hammer and this shield, and by having them both on the same time, we progressed it at double the speed. Since I knew that serendipity came from these, we were able to attain that attunement at double the rate that we did of this ring here. Now we can switch back to the dagger. Anything interesting up? Doesn't look like it. All right. So now let's get in the back. Oh, just an essence here. And this is it. And now that we're in the dream world, we're able to open this chest, which has a book in it, a gem, and an amulet. Wait for blue to charge up a bit. You'll see what our bloody mess here is. Hello. Hi there. You must seal the rift. Who are you? What rift? I'm here for the sword. The sword is gone, and the thief, he has slain all the monks of the order I was sworn to protect. I am the overseer of this monastery, and I have failed. I'm not doing anything until you explain what's going on. And he explained everything. Who took the sword? I must pursue him. There are more vital matters at stake. The theft of the sword has torn asunder the fabric of arcane worlds. The rift is not sealed. Let me guess. Some terrible catastrophe will befall us all. Do not be glib, girl. You are on the path, are you not? Damage to the dream world can bring madness and death to your kind. Fine, I'll repair the rift. What do I need to do? Taramakor, our new deceased holy master. Charge my line to guard the amulet of Theocrat. His attunement can seal the rift. Very well. Find the amulet, seal the rift. Simple. You bring the amulet to me, I will attune it to you. I have the amulet. What now? Yep. And we're being attacked. Jerks. How dare you? Yeah. And we got you. Alright. Now let's take a look. We have finished the attunement defensive aura. And we're wearing the amulet. Now it's 60%. Before we do anything further, we need to heal. There we go. So, took you so long. Perhaps you didn't instill a sufficient sense of urgency in me. Your petulance will destroy us all. Possibly. I don't know why it should bother you, though. You're already dead. I have the amulet. What now? Confirm. I will attune you to the amulet. Now you must activate the attunement. And so here is where the attunement system comes into play. So as you can see, I currently have enough slots for 4 attunements. And the attunements I currently have available are in Serendipity, which I earned from shield and hammer. Spirit Stain, which is what I got from that amulet. Defensive Aura, which I got from the ring. Weak Point, which I chose at the beginning of the game. And Outclass, which I also chose at the beginning of the game. Since I'm wearing the dagger, I am able to use Weak Point, but I'm not able to use Outclass unless I were to switch to a normal melee, like the hammer or the sword. Big Serendipity, Spirit Slayer, Weak Point, and Defensive Aura. I've done all I could. Now go. Seal the rift to the cathedral. Great. That was 1D. That was my one lead as I identify the thief. Master Valkyrin will not be pleased. And that's the progression system for this game, which I find very interesting. It's like if you were to take Final Fantasy IX and turn it into an action RPG. Except that, unlike Final Fantasy IX, you actually do need to interact with that system in order to create any sort of build. In 9, your characters would have skills no matter what, but they wouldn't get better skills unless you were to interact with the system. Which is why people do their like attack-only, item-only runs of that game as a like a sort of challenge. So, see what we can do. You've sealed the rift. Sealed the rift, and we leveled up. We have some free points here. Could up one of those, but we won't. So, while I personally... I can't say I recommend playing this game because it is, like as I said, it is trash. And the reason I call it trash isn't because, you know, it isn't the best looking game, or, you know, the writing isn't the best. It's not anything like that. Like, you know, this game is actually broken. Like, you know, there are just absolute game crushing bugs that exist in this game. Like, even once you like leave this prologue area, like, you know, just immediately, like, they'll start hitting you. So I can't really recommend playing it, but I can say that if you are someone who does like interesting progression systems, and you're interested in Shadow's Heretic Kingdoms, but you're not sure what the background is on it, then this is a game you can pick up from GOG for like, I don't know, like $2 on sale. Possibly less. I honestly don't remember how much I paid for it, but I know it was very little. Anyways, this has been Heretic Kingdoms. Thanks for checking it out with me. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.